Hi, Cancer. This is Angel Aura Divination, and I'm here to give the sign of Cancer their mid-June 2021 tarot and oracle message. So I'm using the Morgan Greer tarot. I'm also utilizing the Energy Oracle, and I'm also utilizing the Star Tarot. I just got this deck. I love it. It has beautiful imagery and symbolism in it that would be beautiful and also great for these intuitive messages that I've been doing here on YouTube. I love using them. I also wanted to remind you that I did do a collective reading that I posted prior to posting this video, and I suggest you going to listen to that as well, because it would have a lot of collective energy for you to pick up on. Things that we're all kind of going through. It would really help you understand that you're not going through this journey on your own. Spirituality is all about collective consciousness for a lot of people, even if you're practicing all on your own, or even if your journey calls for you to be alone sometimes. It's all about connecting with others, and I want to create a community here. I also have links to all the tarot cards and also the Energy Oracle in my collective reading description. I don't put them in the other ones. I just whatever. Anyway, so let's just get right into your reading without wasting any more time. Let's get into it for Cancer. Okay, so we have the, what is that? The fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, as your first card. And this is a 38 reducing to, what is that, 11, reducing to a 12, although 11 is a master number. And 38 is all about connecting. It's that deep connection energy with the two, where you're connecting with yourself and your higher self. That's what I always like to think of when I think of two, because I think of all numerology is just a different aspect of spirituality, but that's just me. And so I use those cards in that way. I use those numbers in that way. I mean, I'm holding cards and doing a bunch of different card work, so I just need to kind of focus. You might even be connecting to Archangel Raphael, and this is all about the heart space, because this is all about the heart chakra, which is the fourth chakra. 4 might also be significant for you as well, I'm seeing here. You might even be connecting to your guides to heal your heart space, especially if you've gone through any recent heartbreaks or you've been needing to do any recent heart healing. You might be dealing with a lot of cravings right now, especially craving sweets. Actually, it's funny because right before I recorded your video, I had to stop myself from getting like a piece of chocolate out of my little snack drawer, which is so crazy because I was like, I'm not even hungry and I just had a snack. So I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? This is why. It's because you need that heart chakra healing, and I was connecting to your energy here, Cancer. So let's talk about it. So the first card that we're going to get from the Star Tarot, let's get it for Cancer. Let's go with, come on, a card for Cancer from the Star Tarot, please, for June 2021. And here's your, oh, we have the Ten of Pentacles here. This is what showed itself. We're only taking one card per oracle card, but this is the Ten of Pentacles. So you are connecting to that heart space, and maybe it's not that you're trying to heal your heart because of heartbreak, but you're trying to make sure that you're healed and ready and primed for a new relationship, possibly with the Ten of Pentacles here. The Ten of Pentacles, this card is all about romance. It's all about marriage and children and happiness and manifesting that for yourself, connecting to your guides to manifest that as well, going through a transformative process to have these relationships open and blossom and bloom for you. Possibly even seeing some spiritual activity in birds, or through possibly insects, butterflies, or even connecting deeper with nature so that you can manifest. I do suggest going outside to manifest. It's always something that's great for a lot of people, especially as we're moving into the summer season. I see you wanting to build something in this energy, and I see that you might even be using your heart chakra to really connect what it is that you love, connect with what it is that you love, to bring in that new possibility of a relationship. If not, you're already manifesting a relationship or a deeper connection to someone where this relationship is ascending to a higher level type vibe, and that's great. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but all the pentacles on here have hearts, and this card is about the heart chakra. That's great. And what a strange coincidence. I'm not one to believe in coincidences, which means that everything to me is kind of a synchronicity, but let's get into it. Anyway, we have the Morgan Greer Tarot here, which threw a couple of cards out at me. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. So if you are the Queen of Pentacles, then you, or if the Queen of Pentacles is your goal, regardless of gender, there's somebody around you who is a nurturer, somebody who around you who is, you know, a caregiver, possibly even a boss babe herself, you know, a girl boss, hashtag girl boss or whatever. You know what I mean? It's all that kind of vibes with the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who has a lot of abundance, whether that's on a true, deep, material, spiritual abundance or not, and they're willing to share that with others as well. The next two cards that we have out is the Ten of Wands and the Page of Cups, meaning that you want to share this abundance. And it's like, even if it's a burden, you still want to share. I think that there is somebody here in this energy that is a nurturer, Cancer, and this might even be you. It sounds kind of like a Cancer energy to me. We have the Page of Wands coming out as well, being an indication that there is a need to kind of connect deeper to spirit to understand what it is that you need to release at this time. I think ultimately that you do have a lot of burdens on your plate. There are a lot of things that you're trying to process right now, Cancer, so that you can have this divine union, this divine connection that you're manifesting for yourself. I think ultimately you're moving into a very victorious cycle, though, with the Six of Wands here. The Page of Wands would tell me that you're also kind of maturing out of this childish energy with all these pages here, but you might even be trying to manifest a marriage and children as well, and that's a beautiful energy to be in as well. Or you might even already have that going on and you're trying to see a more victorious cycle that's coming in for you with the Six of Wands here. I'm going to pull two more Morgan Greer cards out and let's see what happens. So one more Morgan Greer card for Cancer for June 2021, please. Two cards jumped out them, so I'm not taking the one that I accidentally pulled. We have the Chariot, which is you, Cancer, and we have the Three of Pentacles, which is exactly what I was saying. You're manifesting something so that you can build that's going to be sacred for yourself and possibly even others with the Three of Pentacles here. And with the Chariot, you're bringing it in very quickly after balancing out the energies around you and even within yourself. You're connecting that yin and yang energy to really pull out that third energy of you know, your higher self, to really make your manifestations really pop for you in this energy, especially as you utilize this heart chakra energy with heart chakra and the Archangel Raphael coming out for you here. The next card that we have out for you from the Energy Oracle is Walking Away. Actually, what I'm seeing in this is a 27 reducing down to a 9. So 9 is all about endings. This is about ending a situation and finding it within you to transform it. You could be walking away from situations that were possibly karmic for you. I do sense a large amount of karma, even things that might have been beautiful for you, or things that you thought might have been super duper beneficial for you. Ultimately, you're deciding that it's better for you to walk. If it's not resonating for you, you're walking away, and that's a beautiful energy to be in, because it talks about self-worth and understanding that you know what you need to have within your energy so that you can move forward towards a higher manifestation and a higher self for yourself on your journey. You're connecting to the higher self. That's what I mean. You're manifesting better for yourself because you're choosing to walk away from things that do not serve you, even if they're pretty, because not all that glitters is gold. And that's really what I'm seeing here with the Walking Away card as well. This is a transformation for you. You might also be watching a lot of drama TV right now, and I think ultimately that might be benefiting you or also affecting the way that you're dealing with your own relationships. I think there's a lot of hidden information in TV and media where it's kind of like, if you watch it and you understand what's really going on, you analyze the people, and you'll start being able to do that in your own life a little bit better, a little bit quicker, and it'll really help you develop your own personal intuition. That's one of the many things that I do to develop my own intuition. And that's what I've been doing on my own personal journey as well, is watching TV and really understanding, so that person acts like this because of this, and that's really because of this, and that's and that, and you know, X, Y, and Z. And then when you're dealing with people in your actual day-to-day life, you'll be able to be like, oh, well, this person's motivation is actually this, or I don't know this person's motivation, but I know why they're acting like this. And here's your next card. I'm not taking this card. I am not taking this card. First of all, because it came out in reverse, but also because I pulled it out. I keep doing that. You have the Seven of Cups. You're walking away from karmic situations that you know don't serve you, and you know are illusionary. And I think that's also what the Seven of Cups is kind of emphasizing for you here, is that you kind of are aware that there are things that are illusionary, and you're also aware that there are things that you want in the energy as well. You might be connecting deeper to the four elements, especially if you're some kind of witch or spiritual practitioner. You might even utilize the energy of the pentacle the symbol or something like that, the pentagram as well, to really connect deeper to the 5 elements, which would be earth, air, water, and fire, and also spirit. You're trying to come into this new energy of peace, I see, and really balancing out this peaceful energy, especially as you connect to your light body, to also really connect to the shadow self as well, which is very etheric. There's a lot of etheric energy in the 7 of Cups card. I think you might even be doing some astral traveling, or possibly even doing astral traveling while you're in sleep state if you're not doing it consciously. Let's see what some more cards from the Morgan Greer Tarot would tell us about the walking away in the 7 of Cups. Can I have some more cards out for Cancer for June 2021, please? Okay, we have 1, we have 2. Let's just use these 2 for now. We have the Hermit. The Hermit's come out for a couple of people, I will say. So that's what I was saying about the journey being all alone. Connect to the collective if you can't connect to anybody else, and you're really coming through this journey alone because you have some decisions that you need to make about what's really going to benefit you versus what you need to leave behind. And that's exactly what the walking away card is about. It's about really connecting deep within yourself to figure out what's going to benefit you and what's going to benefit you and what's going to benefit you to leave behind. You know what I mean? And the walking away and the Hermit are both a 9. The walking away is a 27, reducing to a 9, and the Hermit is a 9 as well. It's the IX, which in Roman numerals equals 9. So let's do some more Morgan Greer Tarot cards to see what else is surrounding this walking away energy for you. I did detect the energy of transformation, so let's see where you're going. Well, as soon as I said that, we had the Ace of Wands jump out of the deck. This is where you're headed, a new beginning with your passions, a new beginning with your connection to spirit, where you are being gifted from the universe this new download. It seems like it's downloads or a new spiritual upgrade or something like that. It's really what I'm picking up on. We have the 6 of Pentacles. This is all about balance. It's all about that energy of connecting the shadow self and the light self together, which is exactly what I was saying with the 7 of Cups from the Star Tarot. The Morgan Greer Tarot is also saying that you need to balance out the way that you spend your materials and the way that you utilize your materials and your resources. You also need to balance out possibly some relationships where you're giving too much of yourself or not enough. And I understand with this energy of you being a nurturer, like we were talking about with the 4th chakra and Archangel Raphael and the 10 of Pentacles from the Star Tarot, that you are a nurturer, and that's great. But this new beginning is going to be calling for you to really understand that there are situations that you're giving too much of yourself in, which is also further indicated by the 10 of Wands that came out with your 4th chakra Archangel Raphael as well. Okay, so let's get, so these are the last 2 cards for you. We have the 4 of Wands, and this is actually not the 4 of Wands. I don't think I've seen the 4 of Wands, but it might be because you might have even had some kind of relationship in the past that was karmic, because the 4 of Wands could be about a karmic relationship or a twin flame relationship, depending on your perception of the card and what's also around it. So that might be why I said that. We have the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles out for you, though. So really, you're trying to connect to your higher self and your lower self, I see. And so I don't think that you should go into this energy of trying to block out individuals who want to take from you with the 6 of Pentacles energy. I'm saying my guidance was that to balance out. So it's like, give to those who need you and give to those who you can give to, but don't give to those who don't need and who you shouldn't give to. It's kind of like, just because somebody asks you for something doesn't mean that you have to give to them, but also understand that some people need you more than others do, especially with that nurturing energy. It's about personal discernment, and I think that you're going to go into an isolation state with this personal discernment before you really decide who you can and who you can't give to. But don't go into a lack mindset with it. With the 4 of Pentacles here, that's really what the guidance is to stay away from a lack mindset and to stay away from trying to burden yourself with it's almost kind of like you're going into the healing chamber, but you're burdening yourself by trying to heal from situations before they actually hurt you. I don't want you to go into that energy, so I'm just telling you about it now, because the 4 of Swords is an isolationist energy, which you were already talking about with the Hermit here. The 4 of Pentacles is also an isolationist energy. So let's get into the next energy oracle card, though, because that might talk about why you're feeling so isolated, and it's anxiety. This is an 18 reducing to a 9 as well. which would also relate to the Hermit and the Walking Away card from the Energy Oracle as well, because those are also nines, where you're sitting in that energy of trying to come to an end of a cycle, but you're anxious about it. You're apprehensive. So let's talk about this apprehension that you feel, where it's kind of like you're putting yourself in a bubble. You're putting yourself in a box because you're so afraid of what's possibly going to happen to you. And this could even be on a subconscious level and manifesting in your behaviors, which is kind of what anxiety is. It's really that those fear mindsets that you get attached to that really ultimately affect the way that you behave, almost to your own detriment sometimes. You're putting yourself in a mental prison right now. You might even feel imprisoned within your life because you don't see a way out. Let's talk about it though. We have the Hierophant here. So you are going through a journey of personal self-mastering, and you are connecting to your guidance, especially the most high ethereal guides I see here. So especially if you're doing any kind of deity work, you're working with ascended masters as they call them. You're working with those avatars like Jesus, like Buddha, those kind of people that are really giving you that divine knowledge, and you're really trying to come out of this isolationist energy so that you can feel all the vibrations that the universe has to send to you at this time and come into that greater sense of peace within yourself in this Hierophant energy that might make you feel a little anxious at time. I'm also hearing that you might even be thinking that this energy overwhelm that you're feeling from connecting to the universe in the way that you are able to do is a little too strong, and so it's manifesting itself as possibly something like tremors or headaches, and you're thinking it's the effects of anxiety because you've gone through that in the past. And while that might be true, and you should always consider the health factors of the things that you go through before you consider the spiritual factors, also consider that some of your experiences might be related to your spiritual experience, especially if you're going through an awakening process at this time, Cancer. And I know that that's a lot to digest, but you have to have that personal discernment. Are you going through a health crisis, or are you going through a spiritual awakening? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's neither. And that's up to you to really figure out, because I can't tell you. I don't live your life and I'm not there with you. But I will say that this relationship that you're manifesting is going to be coming into the fold with the Two of Swords and the Lovers here. You're going to be faced with a decision to either make it come together or let it stay apart. And I think ultimately you're going to be pushing it to come together because you're going to be coming out of this isolationist energy. But it's also up to you to come out of this isolationist energy by allowing things to come to you when they come to you. This might even be about your intuition. Maybe you're getting some more negative downloads thinking that they're going to prevent some of your manifestations, and use your intuition in your own discernment with your intuitive guidance, but also be considerate that might be just your anxiety speaking, where it's like, is this really going to stop me from having my bag? Is this really going to stop me from having my relationship? Maybe. It depends on what you do with the information that you get from the universe, and that's on period. Anyway, Cancer, the next two cards that we have out is the Moon and the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups talks about illusions. We had the Seven of Cups before. I made this whole board. I'm just a mess. We had the Seven of Cups before. And this Seven of Cups is really about illusionary energy, though I also think with the Moon here that's really being emphasized here. You have to make good choices when it comes to the people that you surround yourself with and the situations that you entertain, the relationships that you entertain, and the situations that you're in. It's kind of like utilize that discernment that you're also trying to use to manifest better relationships for yourself with this Lovers, and also realize that there are opportunities around you, yes, but not every opportunity is going to benefit you. And that's part of the lessons that you're learning on this spiritual journey with the Moon here. There are illusions around you, and there are things that are going to be hidden from you. Your guides are not going to tell you everything that's going to come in based on the manifestations that you do. And sometimes that's what karma is there for, is so that you can also learn more deeper lessons. I think ultimately that the relationship that you are asking about is going to come into you, and the person that you're questioning about, the majority of the collective coming to this reading is going to get an offer, not make the offer. And I'm seeing that because of the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is all about an offer coming in from the universe. You might have more opportunities or greater opportunities coming to you than these Seven of Cups, because you notice that all these Seven of Cups, some of these are illusionary, and some of these cups don't have anything good in them. Some of them have jewels, and some of them have, like, what is this? A dragon, a snake, a mask. And we also have a wreath here indicating cycles. It's kind of like there's so many possibilities that you can have with these opportunities that you're manifesting for yourself, but don't be disillusioned by the fact that opportunities are coming in, that that's the end of your manifestation, because it might just be a spiritual test for you, considering that we have the Ace of Cups out here representing a new possibility coming in through the manifestations that you're making to have this new possibility for yourself for the future. Your guides are going to be spiritually testing you just as much as they are here to help you. And the next card that we have out for you for advice, Cancer, is appreciation. It's a 15, reducing down to a 6, being all about that divine union energy, that unconditional love energy of the universe and also within yourself, where you connect with your higher guidance and you always love yourself before you can love somebody else, so that somebody can love you unconditionally just like you love yourself, right? And the card that we have out for you to give you some further guidance is the Queen of Swords. There is a lot to protect in this energy. When you manifest something for yourself, you're going to have to start practicing a little bit of gratitude. Be grateful for the things that are happening to you in this life so that you can have more, and you'll have more to be grateful for instead of more to have to process and figure out why these things are here now. Also, utilize your logic and intuition and conjunction instead of trying to use them in different areas of life at different times. Put them together. It's kind of like rubbing your two brain cells together and really making a cohesive thought. And some of those cohesive thoughts need to be about gratitude, and some of those cohesive thoughts need to be about romance, and some of those cohesive thoughts need to be about how am I going to protect my manifestations when they come in. I do see a call of action with the Queen of Swords here to have a spiritual protection when it comes to manifestation. If you're doing any visual manifestations, you need to be practicing a little bit more spiritual protection. They're talking to me about there's a lot of ways that you can describe this, and I don't want to use any particular terms, but you do need to be utilizing something to cover your third eye if you are going through any kind of spiritual or psychic awakenings, because that will protect you. It'll help you connect deeper within your own mind with your intuition and your logic a little bit better. I also think that you might even be well suited to not only utilize crystals for your heart chakra, which would be green crystals like fluorite. What are some other green crystals? They're saying rose quartz, fluorite. There's some kind of green quartz, or what is that? I don't know. I'm actually not completely sure. Possibly even using glass is what they're saying, like green glass. Sea glass might be good for you if you have anything with sea glass in it. Emerald is a green crystal, yes. Connecting to plants also helps your heart chakra as well. So meditate with your plants. If you have any house plants or even any garden work might benefit you at this time, or spending time in nature with all those green plants. They were also saying that you might need to yeah, and so what I was talking about, you could wear a headband, you could wear some kind of bandana, a do-rag. Some people wear like different like head wraps and turbans and things like that. All those things might benefit you if you're trying to do psychic work, especially because it'll help you kind of hone in that energy. Another good crystal for that would be lapis lazuli, where you can because that's a crystal that really helps you kind of set up your own personal auric shield. And you might even look into crystals that would help you with that as well, because that might benefit you on this part of your journey and give you that spiritual protection that will allow you to really do the mental manifestation that I see you doing when I was looking through your reading. But that's all I really have for you, Cancer. Hopefully this resonated for you. Leave a star emoji if you got to this part of the reading, or if this reading resonated for you. I really appreciate all the likes and comments and subscribes that I get for these readings, so continue to do those as well. And I'll see you in your next reading, Cancer. Goodbye.